Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. First video of the new year, and we are starting off strong with a Buffbunny launch. This launch is called the Storm Collection, and it's dropping on Saturday, January 7th at 1 PM CST, the usual time. And as always, my code Kathryn gives you 10% off the launch. Prices are not usually posted by the time I put my reviews up, but they are always on the Buffbunny Collection Instagram page on like Thursday before the launch. So make sure to check out the prices there if I don't have them in the video. Anyways, this collection is called the Storm Collection. So lots of like blue, like watery type tones, as well as some like brighter pastels like what I'm wearing as kind of like the sunshine after the storm. So I'm a big fan of the colorway of this collection. So if you like performance materials as well as cozy lounge, this is going to be a launch for you. Let's start off with the colors of the launch. I will be posting the color comparisons on the screen as well. So as usual, onyx black and white. There's also stone, which I don't have. There's vapor, which is kind of like more of a warm, washed out kind of purple. I'll have the color comparisons on the screen, but just much more purpley than something like rainwater blue, which leans a lot more blue. There's rainfall, which is the base of this hustle print that I have. Hustle print is back, we'll say that in a minute. There's also the color mist, which is this really nice powder blue, always a favorite for me. Aquifer, which is like a deeper teal. Tea leaf, which is kind of a deeper minty type green. Dawn, which is kind of a deeper off-white kind of tone. Candlelight, which I didn't get very much of this, but this might be one of my favorite colors of the launch. Pastel yellows can be so washed out, but they made this one like so bright and so bold, and it's just so beautiful and goes with so many colors. Like it goes with this, it goes with this, it goes with the vapor. Just like Midnight Navy is back. Mojave Mint, which is what I'm wearing right here. Pebble, which is a little heathered gray. Raindrop, which I don't have. Some other ones I don't have. Storm Gray, Oat Milk, Ivory. I do have Off-White. Gray Ombre, and Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt looks pretty close to Vapor. And there are some patterns as well. The most important pattern being the Hustle print. This was actually one of my first ever Buffbunny launches that they came out with Hustle print, so like 3 years ago. And it's a super cute, like subtle print, not very in your face, but just like a little bit of something. And I really like that they came out with it in blue too, because I think that this works with a lot of colors. The black and white hustle print, the inside is going to be lined with white, but for the blue hustle print, the inside is this rainfall color. So now we will insert the squat tests. So let's jump right in. I'm going to section this review into like loungewear, and then we'll do like leggings, shorts, sports bras, etc. So we are starting out with the new Cloud collection. I am super excited about this. I went out to the Buffbunny event in Houston in early December, and I didn't actually get to try on any of the Cloud pieces, but I did get to feel the fabric, and I already knew I was going to love it. And guys, infinitely better than the Untamed sets. Like they compare these to the Untamed sets. Don't even compare them because they're not even close. They're so much better. This is what I love to see in a lounge collection. So just a little overview of the Cloud material. It's made of a stretchy cotton spandex, and the outside is like brushed and soft. So think like the feel of Nubri on the outside, but it's like triple brushed, super fleecy on the inside. So here's the outside, brushed, soft, super cozy to the touch. And the inside has that classic fleece lining that I think all sweatpants need to have. If you're not gonna be lined with fleece, don't even bother. Like, don't even bother. Why would I want it not soft on the inside? So these are so soft, but the Untamed collection, what it really lacked for me was stretch. And guys, these have a lot of stretch. So amazing material, I love it. Let's start talking about the Cloud joggers. So they come in 4 colors. They're a 28-inch inseam. They are a classic jogger. So we have an elastic waistband, and there is an elastic drawstring as well. So the drawstring is elastic, and then it has these little Buffbunny little aglets at the end. They are metal. I wish the drawstring was on the outside and not the inside, but these are high rise enough for you to roll it down, so that is a possibility, but that's probably the one thing I would change. And we have 2 little front pockets, And yeah, they're 28-inch inseam, so they're a pretty good length for me. The joggers also just have one subtle little Buff Bunny logo embroidered, nothing crazy. Okay, so here are the joggers. They are so stretchy. This is what I always wanted the Untamed joggers to be. Those ones, they just had no stretch. They just didn't fit quite right. And I feel like these are just like a little more balanced in where they're oversized. Like obviously it's gonna be a little bit oversized up here, but even down the legs, I do have like just a little bit of space. I could use like even a little more space around the legs, but it's stretchy, so it's not a big deal. When the waistband's just normal, they're super high rise, but that allows them to be rolled down for a little extra space. We do have pockets here. The pockets are lined with like a little less fleecy of the material, but the material is still super, super brushed on the outside. I'd say overall, they're about like a medium thickness. They're not crazy thick. I would say that they're a little bit thinner than the Untamed sets, but personally I'm okay with that. They're still warm, but they're not overwhelming. And let's do a full view. So these are a 28-inch inseam, so they hit me kind of like right above the ankles. Let's ignore how bad my self-tanner is down here. I don't know how that happened. And if we roll the waistband, it makes them like immediately fit a little bit more snug. So keep in mind, I'll say the same thing for the shorts, but if you are interested in rolling the waistband, I would say kind of consider a size up. These do have a front seam, but I mean, most joggers do. No back pockets. So yeah, if you're looking for a little more of a relaxed fit, I would size up. I'd say that these are pretty like semi-relaxed, even slightly snug some places on the legs. So yeah, just keep in mind, but super, super stretchy, very cozy. I've been wearing these both for lounge, like inside my house, and also kind of like out and about as a little sweatsuit. And here's a better view at the back, no pockets. Very simple. So next, let's do the cloud hoodie. So there is a cloud pullover as well that I'll talk about in a minute, but I don't have that one. I prefer to get the hoodie. So made of that same material, has this nice like oversized hood. The inside of the hood is not brushed though. It's the only part of it that's not super soft, which I wish they would have just brushed the inside, but a little bit of like a wrap detail just the top of the hood here, no drawstrings. There is a little cuff detail at the sleeves and the bottom. There's a kangaroo pocket and a little detailing at the left sleeve for the logo. I did roll down the waistband of the joggers just to kind of show the length of this. So I've said this before on my channel, but I don't find sweatshirts super flattering on me if they go like too far over my hips. I feel like I kind of lose all my shape. So I actually really love the length of this. I hesitate to say semi-cropped because I don't want anyone to get scared because I'm not showing any skin. No skin showing, but it just ends kind of right at the perfect point, like right at the hip bones. So like if you lift your arms, you might show a teeny bit, but it's still full length, just not going over the butt and hips. I would say it's not like as relaxed as I thought the hoodie would be. So if you are looking to layer a lot of pieces underneath, I would choose a size up. I can't comfortably wear the crop underneath this. It kind of gathers in a funny way just because this is like a little bit snug, especially in the bust area. So if I was just wearing this with the bralette underneath, not a problem. But for my like bigger chested ladies, definitely consider a size up. Just have a little more room there. But ultimately for me, it's not a huge issue because it is super stretchy. Little cuffed sleeves here, the logo embroidery. We have the kangaroo pocket, very important for me. I love to have a little kangaroo pocket, and we have a hood as well. And there's no drawstrings to the hood, which I kind of like because I never use the drawstrings and they always just get in the way. So I like that they just kept it simple. Almost even like a slight little wrap detail. So here's a view from the back. Definitely got some bulk with the hood here. Definitely very large, oversized. But yeah, I think that this could actually just be super cute, like not even as a set, but just wearing it like as a cozy hoodie. I like that they made the branding like on the sleeve and not in the front. Just, it makes it a little more subtle. Like I said, I did not get the Cloud Crew pullover. I always prefer a hoodie with a little pocket. The pullover is really just kind of like an oversized long sleeve, so I bet it fits similarly to everything else, being kind of like semi-relaxed. So if you want it a little more oversized, definitely size up. And it looks like there's also an embroidered logo on the sleeve like the rest of everything. Then the Cloud Crop. So I did size up to a medium in this just because it looked pretty cropped, so I wanted to get a little more length. I think the medium was the move for me. So this one is the most heavily branded. You have the Buffbunny Collection script logo, giant across the front, and then you have the little logo, the actual logo embroidered in the back top area. super soft, cozy. It is really hard to layer this underneath the sweatshirts, so it's kind of like more meant to be worn on its own. And we do have some little raw cut edges like the shorts will have as well. So here are the sleeves. They have a seam, but they really are like kind of raw cut. I haven't noticed any fraying yet though, and it has that same seam at the bottom and it kind of rolls a little bit. Okay, so here's the crop, and this is actually in a size medium. So I think that this one, if I got a small, it would be like super snug on the girls, and it would probably be like way too short for me. Just when you have a little bit of a bust, little crops like this, they just tend to shorten up a lot. So yeah, so if you do have more of a bust and you are interested in this top, I would suggest a size up. So I think that the medium is a good size for me. So super stretchy, pretty lightweight. This is definitely the most heavily branded piece. I know some of you guys aren't a big fan of this. Personally, I like more subtle branding as well, but just for a crop, like I'm glad they didn't do this on the sweatshirts. On the crop, I think it's okay. And this top does have that same kind of like free cut edge that the shorts did. And I am getting some rolling with it. So sometimes that's like a style choice for it to kind of roll, but just keep in mind, if you don't like that little rolled edge, you're going to potentially show your sports bra when you raise your arms. I would say just kind of a generally boxy shape. But again, I did size up, but because this fabric does have like a little bit of structure to it, it's not gonna be like the flowiest of the tops. Next, let's go back to the cloud shorts. I can't hold them up right now because I am wearing them. I'm wearing the whole Mojave Mint little set here. So they are a 2-inch inseam short, little on the short side, but for a looser short, it gives more coverage than you'd think. Still super high rise, very similar to the joggers, except there's no front pockets, which I've been wearing this around my apartment today, and it is bothering me not to have those pockets because I always like to put my phone in my pocket when I'm just lounging at home, or like a chapstick or something. And they didn't want it to be like too bulky, but I'd rather have some bulk than not have my pockets. So I am missing the pockets for sure. Okay, so here are the shorts. They have a 2-inch inseam, so definitely on the shorter side, but when shorts are looser, smaller inseams just like they tend to like cover a little more, like compared to the 2.5-inch other shorts we're gonna see today. I would say these even cover more. So definitely on the short side, but I really don't think I'm going to be like flashing anyone, so I am actually okay with this length. These do have like, it's not really a raw cut edge because there is a seam there, but it is not like a folded over seam at the bottom, so it is kind of raw cut. Honestly, just makes it kind of not super bulky, and I'm not seeing any signs of fraying, so I'm okay with that. The overall fit, I would say, is like semi-relaxed. This is my true size, and I think sticking true to size is good, but if you are planning to roll the waistband down to have the drawstring on the outside, I think sizing up could be a good idea because this does make the fit just overall a little bit more snug. So if you're gonna be someone who's rolling over the waistband, consider a size up. But yeah, I just don't love an internal drawstring. I just think it's a lot cuter on the outside. I always talk about this. Let me know if you guys like an internal drawstring. At least for these, I'm not getting a lot of bulkiness with the internal drawstring, but anyways, high rise. And then if you kind of fold it over, it's like kind of more mid to high rise. And you're also gonna have to take care of the little tag situation if you do that. It just, everything gets a little shorter when you roll it up. But yeah, super cozy shorts. The inside is just like so brushed and soft, and I love that they finally got some stretch in the mix. And yeah, definitely going to be liking these for lounge, except I mean, I know that they said in the behind the designs that they didn't include the pockets because they were just too bulky, but I don't care about a little bulkiness. I need a pocket. I need a pocket because if these are going to be my home lounge shorts, like how am I going to you know, my phone, there's nowhere for it to go, you know? So yeah, anyways, true to size. Size up if in between would be my suggestion. There's also the cloud bralette, which I think is such a cute little addition. I don't normally see like sweatshirt, sweatpant type materials in a little sports bra shape. So this one does have an elastic at the bottom, and we'll talk about the coverage and everything in a second, but just super cozy, and I think really kind of completes the look. And I like that you can mix and match so many things in the cloud collection. Like you can do the joggers, the sports bra, and the bolero. You can do the joggers and a jacket. You can do the joggers and the crop. You can do the shorts with any of those combos, and it's more than just like joggers and a sweatshirt. So I just love it. Definitely my favorite stuff in the launch is the cloud collection. Okay, here is the cloud bralette. So first impressions are it just doesn't have a lot of bust space. So for my large cup size girlies, I definitely do have some spillage out of this one. The straps also feel just kind of tight as well. They're really not uncomfortable because this material is so soft and the strap is like kind of plush itself, so it's not really hurting, but it does feel like, I don't know, like I kind of wish that the straps would be adjustable for this. So I'm going to say true to size because the band feels good and everything for the most part feels okay, but if you're a large cup size, I think I would consider a size up. I think I could probably do a medium in this. It is a bralette, so it's not really supposed to be like high support, so if it was like a little bit of a looser fit with a medium, I think I would still be okay with it. It's definitely like a lounge top. It is super cozy and I love that they made a sweatpant material into a bra just because I feel like it brings the whole outfit together and is super cute. But anyways, we got some scooping in the front. I think overall coverage is like low to medium just because it is pretty scooped. Really good side boob coverage, really nothing spilling out there. Support is definitely a light. If I was wearing this in the gym, which I wouldn't, I would be concerned about falling out of it. And then here is the back. We have the little embroidered logo, really nice scoop detail. And because the straps are a little bit on the tight side, they haven't been falling down for me. So definitely a little more for the lower cup sizes, unfortunately, but I can still wear this. It's just like definitely get a little bit of spillage. And lastly, the Cloud Bolero. I didn't know this is what a bolero was. Brings me back to my dance days because we did a dance called Bolero. It's to that song called Bolero. I don't know. What's a bolero? A loose waist-length jacket, open in the front. Okay, when you look up bolero, you either get something like this or you get just like basically like sleeves with no front thing, kind of more like a shrug. So bolero, if you guys didn't know, we've expanded our fashion knowledge. So this is a bolero. I will do a little try on of this with the short side in the front versus the short side in the back because it is longer in the back. I'll have you guys let me know what you think. If you like it backwards, personally, if you're looking for more coverage, I would just do one of the hoodies or the crew neck. Wouldn't bother with this because this is not really going to give you a lot of coverage. But I like that you can kind of wear it with the bralette together and it looks like one piece, very cohesive, but you can also mix and match. Like I've seen Heidi wear the black one over like a lot of the gym outfits and I think it's super cute. Like I definitely didn't like it for a while, but I think because it kind of all goes together, that makes me like it more. Anyways, just another way to mix and match the Cloud collection. Okay, so here's the bolero. It was an interesting experience getting this on because normally like my sweatshirts kind of get caught above my bust and I pull them down, so I like went to pull it down, but there's nothing to pull down. I will say I have seen a lot of bolero style things like this and I don't really love when they're like maybe like different colors than what you're wearing, but I think this kind of makes it look all like one piece and I do kind of like that. But it is a little bit tough for me because the Cloud bralette I am kind of spilling out of. I think I would like this look a little bit better if the Cloud bralette had a little more coverage. Anyways, here it is. I was told that it ran like really small. I don't think I agree. I think it actually feels totally fine in my size small. So true to size, if you're in between, still probably size up, but it's like a semi-relaxed fit still. It's not super snug on the arms, which I like. Has little cuffs at the sleeves that are full length on me. Little embroidered logo. I like that the embroidered logos are very tonal, so they're still definitely there when you see them, but they're not like in your face. And then even in the back, it doesn't completely cover the sports bra. So if you wear any sports bra, really any sports bra, not even just long line ones, the bolero will not really cover the whole thing. So keep that in mind. It is obviously as cropped can be. Let's try this on backwards. So here it is backwards. You know, I wanted it to work like this. It just doesn't really look right. I feel like you get just kind of a weird fabric gathering here. Obviously it might look a little bit different depending on your cup size, but in general, it is like kind of a little extra fabric back there. So even if you're a small cup size, it might like kind of look a little bit baggy. It doesn't just look like a cropped hoodie when you go to the back. I mean, I guess that's kind of cute in the back. So you guys decide, what do we think about wearing it backwards? I feel like I'm kind of a no on the backwards, but I'm not totally against it. Okay, that's it for the lounge Cloud stuff. Now we will be moving on to leggings. So I'll go in order of the leggings on the PDF. I will link the PDF down below. I know I said I would do that last time and I don't think I did because I didn't know if I could, but definitely seems like something we can do now. It used to be we couldn't do that. Now I can share the info with you guys so you have all the details. So first we have the Wanderlust leggings. I did not get these leggings, but they're going to be very similar in shape to the Rebel leggings. So nice high rise, no front seam, and very flattering tapered glute seams. So you're going to be at least a good medium high on the booty scale. It's made of the Elysium fabric, so that's a performance material. It still has good stretch to it, but it's going to be sweat wicking. It doesn't collect pet fur. And this one has a like reflective print detailing, like these little waves along the bottom. I actually really like this set. I honestly don't really pick black very much because I just love color. I love like wearing like bright, fun things. But I really love that Buffbunny tries to make a lot of like wearable black sets that have a little more detail to them, so it's not just plain black. So I like that this is a way to add in a little something fun to a full black set. So yeah, this one's 26-inch inseam. I'm expecting a fit very similar to the Rebel leggings that we have reviewed many a time on this channel. Then we actually have the Rebel leggings. So the Rebel leggings are coming in a gray ombre reflective. This one I don't love as much. I don't know, there's only certain ombres that I really like. I feel like ombre can be a little bit outdated. I did like the Alphalete Here Comes the Sun ombre because it was like very subtle, but like the gray to white is giving like Gymshark 2017 or whenever that was. So, and that on top of the sparkly too. This one's just really not my thing. It's going to be very similar to the holographic Rebel leggings that we saw in like the Undead collection, Mad Scientist. So those are going to be a little more compressive, definitely true to size, flattering on the glutes. The material, it can be like a teeny bit itchy at times, so definitely wouldn't be like a lounge legging, but has good compression and definitely still performance. And it's still sweat wicking even though it's a little bit shiny. So again, this one's also 26-inch inseam and just kind of the classic Rebel shape. Then we have these Storm leggings. So these are my favorite new leggings launching today. They unfortunately only come in 2 colors. So I have the color Mist and they also come in Onyx Black. And these are performance legging, but they have like kind of like mixed little textures in them and I just think it's really fun. So this one is no top seam or anything, no front seam. Nothing has a front seam today, but we do have a top band coming. It has a hidden waistband pocket in the back. So this is the back waistband and it has like this little thickened silicone section to hide keys. They really like putting in little secret pockets to things. I don't know, maybe there's like this audience of people who use these little secret pockets that I'm not aware of, but I don't really see the point in having those pockets when you already have side pockets. Anyways, the front and back of these leggings, this is just the classic Elysium fabric, so it is performance. And then we also have mesh panels as well as some very like subtle shimmer details. So here are all 3 of the fabrics. Here's the Elysium performance, but not too shiny. Here is the slight shimmer detail. It's in a couple panels on these leggings, and then we have a sheer mesh. Okay, here are the Storm leggings. So these ones do not have a top band, but they actually stayed put like super well throughout my workout. Sometimes performance leggings can have the tendency to slide down, but I think just the amount of compression on these really kept them up really well and they did not budge. So nice high rise, no front seam. Gusset is really not very visible on these. We do have full side mesh pockets. These are my preferred style of pocket. And then some mesh details. There are 2 things that I don't like about these leggings. First thing I don't like is that the mesh goes all the way up and I don't go commando under my leggings. So you can see my underwear here. So if you really don't like that, you're gonna have to go commando, unfortunately. Second thing I don't like about these, there's a little thickened area where the back hidden pocket is. And because of that, throughout my workout, like it does this little gape thing and everything fits really well. Like even the waistband fits really well, but it just gives me like this little gape. So for me, it's not a big enough deal to not wear the leggings at all, but just something to keep in mind if you hate having that. Like it does bother me still, so I wish it wasn't there. So we do have a mix of fabrics, like all this front part, this is just classic Elysium, so kind of like a little more matte performance, sleek to the touch, sweat wicking. We also have some mesh details kind of go down and then split and then go around the back of the leg. I'll do a full view in a second. First of all, I like the way that the mesh is placed and there's no horizontal seams across the thighs because those seams tend to cut into the thighs and not be flattering. So there's none of those seams, so they're all very well placed, but they can be a little bit on the itchy side. So it doesn't bother me to a point where I can't wear it, but these would not be a lounge legging for me. And here is our full view. You can see the mesh kind of wraps around and kind of shows a little bit more of the calf there. These are a 26-inch inseam. And this bottom section here, that's where you get some of the shiny fabric. They color matched it really well, so like it almost doesn't really look like much of a difference, but there is just like a very slight sheen to it. And then booty scale, I'd say that these are more flattering than the Infinity leggings. I think we're gonna go with medium to high on the booty scale. You do have the curved seams, they go above the glutes, probably not a ton of cellulite coverage. And I don't know if we already went over compression, but these are about medium to high. Moving on to the other pair of performance leggings that I got. So these are definitely aimed towards runners. They have a couple cool features. We have a dipped down waistband in the front, good for tummy control, no front seam, and there is a top band on this legging. So here's a close-up. First of all, this is a recycled polyester spandex, so it's not Elysium, a little bit different. And you can see there is a top band along here, so there is some potential to cut in, but there's also an internal loop cord drawstring, and we will tie that together soon. But that feature I think is really helpful for runners who struggle with their leggings sliding down. So these will definitely be a legging that I wear on like hikes and walks, just because I know I can tie that drawstring and keep it up. So this is almost like a new and improved, what were they, the Outlaw leggings? But those ones, even though they had a top band, slid down on me a little bit. I think this little drawstring will help a lot with that. We also have these little side loops. So there's these little reflective loops, and you can like, I don't know, throw a towel in here if you're a runner. Silicone logo detailing in the back, curved glute seams. There's also a zippered pocket, so it's very spacious though. It goes like the entire waistband in the back, and you're gonna get stuff like lost in there. So I feel like that's a little long. I would try to like tuck it in on this side a little bit more, but. So they do have that seam at the top, and it's not cutting into me a ton, but you can tell it's just a little more snug up here than the Storm leggings. So already I just prefer these a little bit less, especially since I found the Storm leggings to stay up pretty well on their own. I just prefer no top band, but I do think that these have a cool feature to keep them up for running. So anyways, we have a dipped down front waistband. So these definitely have the most lower tummy control. Love that. No front seam, not really having any issues. This fabric is a little bit thicker. It's a little shinier than Elysium, but I do really like how it feels. I think it's a really nice performance. Still has plenty of stretch to it. Some performance materials kind of have like an end point to their stretch, but I would say that this one's still plenty stretchy. We have these little side loops. I really think that they should have included at least a pocket on one side. But you know, if you're a runner and you have like a little towel, more than anything else, they're a little reflective detail, and even just that is, you know, kind of a little something extra. And after watching myself in my workout, these leggings, they kind of want to slide down to like a mid-rise on me, which made these not quite high enough on the glutes. So because of that, they're only getting medium on the booty scale. I really didn't find them like super flattering for me. We also have this seam on the back that it actually does not feel tight, like it does have some stretch to it, but in my workout clips, I could kind of see that it was digging into my thighs a little bit, creating a little double thigh look. So I really don't like horizontal seams across the thighs in the back. Time to talk about the elastic drawstring. So I know I've seen this on like the Lululemon, like, I don't know, whatever their performance leggings are called. I tried the fleece lined version recently for my fleece line review. It's coming, guys, it's coming, okay? And I'm never quite sure how to tie a drawstring like this, but I did just watch a YouTube video, and you can kind of tie it, just like separate it into two, kind of like you have two little strings, and then just kind of tie those in a little knot or bow yourself, and then just kind of tuck it in. And this really will keep them from riding down. So yeah, if you're out running with these, definitely use that little elastic waistband. And then final full length view, 26-inch inseam, a little reflective detailing. Again, these are definitely kind of like made for runners in mind. Definitely going to be like, you know, good for the thighs. Not gonna get any pilling with this. No pet fur collection, things like that. So definitely a good legging for what it was made for. I'm not a runner, so for me, these aren't going to be my top pick, but I do think that they are good overall. And I like the material that they chose. Just some performance materials really don't do well, but I actually like this one. Overall compression also is about medium to high, but again, they maintain that stretch. And if anyone's concerned about untying that little loop drawstring, let's see how easy that is. Oh yeah, okay. That was pretty easy. Okay, highly recommend that tying method. I say it works. and they had to bring her back the Legacy leggings, just like my #1 legging from Buffbunny. I mean, I've worn these and I've worn the Rosa leggings. These are just like 10 times better than the Rosa leggings. They stay up better, they're cuter, they just, something about them. They're just better. So these are made of their classic Newbury fabric, going to be their super soft brushed material. So soft. Here's a close-up. This one definitely does collect more pet fur and all that, but it is my preferred material just because I love soft leggings. But super high rise, no top band, no front seam, and we have that butterfly back detail, still very flattering on the glutes, and a little seam detail down the leg as well. In the solids, these tend to be like a light to medium compression. They can be a little more compressive if you choose a print. So if you do choose one of the hustle prints, if you're in between, I would choose a size up, but generally very true to size for these. If you're in between, sometimes you can even size down, but only in the solids. And the last pair of leggings I did not get are the Emerge leggings. These are another kind of like black on black print leggings. These look, again, very similar to the Rebel legging in shape, gonna have those curved glute seams, very minimal seams overall though. And they're a heat pressed brushed nylon spandex. So again, they're supposed to be kind of a performance material, but how they described them in the behind the designs was that it's like almost like a faux suede kind of material. So it sounds like it's going to be pretty soft. They also said that these are a little more light compression, so expect a little less, you know, squeezing you in than the Wanderlust leggings or just the classic Rebel leggings. But these do look super cute. I just don't really gravitate towards black a lot. And then kind of fitting in with the legging section, but not really leggings, we have the Jewel heathered joggers. So the Jewel joggers came out in the Newbury collection 2 years ago. Oh my gosh, so long. But they're these super cool like legging jogger hybrid. So the front is an elastic waist with a drawstring, but the back has like a classic V tapered glute seams, looks like a legging. They tend to have a little more excess fabric in the front and then little cuffs at the bottom. Honestly, I have to say, guys, I am like pretty disappointed in these. They only come in 2 marled materials. And when I saw this photo, if I held these up from afar, what would you think? You would think that these would be like the Petula Bear leggings, you know, like super soft, marled, cozy. They're joggers, right? They're supposed to be cozy. It's not. It's not that. This material, I really don't like it. I would say sleek performance, but it's almost like it was like meant to be brushed, but not really. Here's a close-up. It is marled, but it is not brushed. So it felt a little bit itchy to wear these. So again, like I'm picking joggers to kind of be a little more comfortable. They weren't super comfortable. And it's honestly, I'm a little worried about the sheerness. Like you can see a lot of light through these, and I don't know, I wish that they had just brought back the regular Jewel joggers because those were amazing and I feel like I really liked those, but not a big fan of the heathered ones. Okay, I really feel like there was an opportunity to make these joggers super soft like the first ones. The first ones were made out of Newbury fabric. They were super soft, but these ones, they're borderline itchy. I love the shape of these overall. Like I loved the shape of these ever since they came out. These ones are actually seeming even more snatched in the waist than the first round. So I'd say that these would be like even a little more on the snug side. Love that we have the like elastic waistband in the front with a little drawstring so you can make it a little bit tighter. I'm not really a fan of the drawstring they chose. I don't really think it goes very well. We do have a front seam as we do with most joggers, not really causing me any problems. I love that there are zippered pockets. Zipper pockets just make me feel so much more secure, lined with a kind of like nylon stretchy material. And when you zip the pockets up, they're hidden very well. Then you go to the back and they have these like curved seams and they kind of look like leggings in the back. So I just almost feel like there's not enough fabric in the back here. We're gonna go with just medium on the booty scale. Actually, they could be medium to high. They're joggers, so it's kind of hard to tell, but medium to high-ish. Could be slightly cellulite friendly because of the marled material, but they are pretty thin, so probably not totally cellulite proof. These are 27-inch inseam, so a little longer than their classic leggings, but a little shorter than their classic joggers. Joggers are usually around like 28 inches for Buffbunny. But yeah, just as I wear them, like they're not a very cozy jogger. The material feels like almost like itchy seamless in a way, and just not a huge fan. But if you like joggers that really aren't going to collect pet fur, these are really not going to collect any. They're definitely more of a sleek performance feel, like, you know, the thighs slide over each other well. But for me, feel like a different material would have been a better choice for these. All right, I need a little boost before we talk about the shorts. All right, guys, we are moving on to the shorts. So we'll start it out by saying that Buffbunny is releasing a 6-inch short. I either got people messaging me saying, I know your thoughts already, or aren't you excited about the 6-inch shorts? And to be honest, guys, I kind of feel slapped in the face. And listen, we've had many a Buffbunny short rant on my channel. We already know the drill. We know I like a slightly longer short. Buffbunny is famous for their 4-inch inseam shorts, which are great and all, but personally they always roll on me. And as someone who carries their weight in their thighs, I just need a little extra length to prevent the shorts from rolling. So I always gravitate towards a 5 to 7 inch. 6-inch is kind of like my prime. So last year there were only, I think, 2 biker shorts that launched all year. The rest were strictly 4-inch inseam shorts, which was just like devastating. Like, why would you spend an entire year basically only launching one length of short? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I didn't think it could get any worse, and we've been asking for 6-inch shorts all year. That's all I saw anyone asking for. Some longer shorts. We weren't asking for a 10-inch biker. It's not what we were doing. And you know what we really weren't asking for? We were not asking for 2-inch booty shorts. And they launched 2 pairs of 2.5-inch inseam shorts. Guys, I was so shocked at this. Like, I was truly taken aback that I posted on my story and I asked you guys, what length of shorts do you guys prefer? 2-inch option, 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8+ inch, so like longer bike shorts. And we got over 3,000 votes for the 6-inch option. That was by far the most preferred length. Nearly 70% of people wanted the 6-inch shorts, and a staggering 66 people, that's it, wanted 2-inch shorts. 66 people compared to 3,000, and it was only 1% of the total voters. And what gets me about this is, like, absolutely, if you want to throw in a pair of 2.5-inch shorts, sure, let's offer more short options. But for the 2.5-inch shorts, they have 2 options, 6 colors in one, 4 colors in the other. And for the 6-inch shorts that we'd all been asking for, only black. Only black. We already know, I already talked about how I don't really love black because I just think it's boring. But it's just like, it's just kind of a betrayal, you know? Like, we'd all been asking for these 6-inch shorts, and to just throw in one pair of 6-inch shorts, I don't really feel like that's listening, you know? Like, that's not enough. I've heard people say, like, oh, they just want to test how the 6-inch shorts do. We don't really need to test the waters if 70% of people are saying they want 6-inch shorts, you know? But anyways, I'm not super pleased about one pair of 6-inch black shorts because it just doesn't really make sense. The salt is going over there, okay? Putting the salt aside. You guys know I have to speak my truth, okay? And that's how I was feeling. Anyways, let's move on and let's talk about them. Let's talk about the Demi shorts. So I definitely recognized these shorts as soon as I saw them on the PDF, but these were like one of the OG Buffbunny shorts. Obviously some changes were made and I never tried the initial ones, but here they are, 2.5-inch inseam. This definitely is aimed more towards like the CrossFit market. So these are made of Newbury fabric, but they also have just like a straight up elastic waistband. So here's the Newbury. This is the blue hustle print, and they just have the elastic waistband. I don't like waistbands like this. I don't think they're very forgiving or flattering, but that's just me. These are definitely giving like Nike Pro. Little bit of seam detailing and really not much to flatter the glutes in the back. And the seams on the bottom are just like classic seams. So with the 2.5-inch, you're really not going to be getting a lot of glute coverage, but the one pro is that if your 4-inch shorts are rolling up anyway, it's just less fabric to roll. Like, I still did experience a little bit of riding up rolling. It's less fabric, but for me, the glute coverage is just really important. So not for me, but let's try them on. All right, guys, the Demi shorts. So I wore these for a workout yesterday, and it was just like a little treadmill walk and core, but watching that back really hit the self-confidence. I felt like I looked so horrible. Here we go. I will pull these down just for a second, but then we will do a little squat test to show how they roll. But first of all, we're starting off with about a high rise. Still, I would say they're still pretty high rise. The elastic waistband is fitting me well in my size small, so I would say that this is definitely true to size. If you're in between, absolutely size up though. You don't want this pinching into you. And although like I'm not getting any gaping of this waistband, so it does fit, if you bend over, like I was doing my core exercises, and this kind of waistband just really likes to cut in to any rolls when you bend over. So just like keep in mind, and it's not as much of an appearance thing as like, it's just not the most comfortable because it is like, I don't know, it's not really sharp, but it's just not soft like a normal waistband is. I personally don't love a waistband like this. They do stay up really well, but they're also shorts. So generally I feel like shorts stay up well. No front seam. The seam on the bottom of these is like a pretty conventional seam. Going to be a little bit more forgiving than the training shorts we'll talk about in a minute, but still I really hesitate to call these thick thigh friendly because like, I don't know, you're just like, there's no room for any thighs or butt. So I wouldn't really say they're thick thigh friendly, although the seam is not cutting in. We have a little seam detail around the back here. And then we have the back. And I think a teeny bit of my actual like glute is out of the bottom, but then you definitely get like my little double butt section down here, which I personally just find more flattering to have covered. I also just don't really find these flattering on the glutes at all. I'm honestly gonna give them low to medium on the booty scale. There's nothing to flatter them back here, and I just feel like it's more flattering to have a little fabric below the glute to kind of show the curve of the body back there. Overall, these are about a medium compression, so a little more compressive, probably because of the pattern. Patterns just tend to be a little bit more compressive. This one is lined with a blue. Let me do a little squat testies here. So these ones more like ride up because they want to be above the thighs, so not as much rolling. The training shorts definitely give more rolling. Then we get into the rest of the short. We're now going to do a side-by-side of 4 different inseams of shorts. So we have the 2.5-inch training shorts that we'll get into in a second. We have the 4-inch legacy shorts, kind of their classic length. We have the new 6-inch legacy shorts, and then we have the old legacy bike shorts, which were 7 inches. So kind of just so you see all the different lengths on me. For me, the 2.5 and the 4-inch, the 2.5 rolled in my little squat test that I did for the little length comparison. 4-inch shorts definitely roll up on me at the gym, and 6-inch and 7-inch, they stay put really well on me and do not roll. So let's go for the training short shorts. So these are going to be a much more classic shape short. They're just super short. So they're a 2.5-inch inseam again. These are actually super high rise. I measured the rise and it's actually a 10-inch rise compared to the legacy 4-inch shorts, which are like 8.5, and the legacy 6-inch shorts, which are a 9-inch rise. So they're the highest rise, but they're the shortest inseam, and I just feel like it gives like a weird ratio thing for me. Anyways, they're there. They're kind of like the, I don't want to say Rosa leggings because they're not really a Rosa legging shape. It's almost like a Rebel legging shape with no front seam, no top band, tapered waistband, and they have kind of those like curved Rebel legging seams in the back, but they do have a seam on the side, which Rebel leggings don't have. And then the bottom seam kind of like trips me out a little bit for these. Okay, oh, I didn't notice that. Okay. Oh, these actually do kind of scoop around in the front here. Again, the whole point of the super short shorts is to kind of get all of the fabric away from your thighs and really like expose all the quads. I've seen this kind of curve in the Gymshark KK Fit shorts, and Fleo, which is a really popular CrossFit brand, they also come out with super short shorts like this. So just kind of getting everything away from the quads. Again, I don't do CrossFit. I like to wear things that cover a little bit more for me, so this isn't my type of thing, but it's here. And we do have a little interesting seam detail. It's not your typical seam. Anyway, so this is the front part of the seam. It's a little bit shorter, and the back part is almost thickened, kind of like almost like a sports bra. But here's a classic way that they tend to do their seams, and then here is the training short. So it's a little bit thickened, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of, but these are Nubri fabric, super cozy. Honestly, I'd kind of wear them as underwear. Like, they're so short that they almost remind me of like boy short underwear. Maybe I'll try to sleep in them. All right, guys, here are the shorts, if we can even call them shorts. So I think what like kind of like shocks me about these is how high rise they are, because the Legacy 4-inch shorts, they have a shorter rise than the Legacy leggings. So I don't know, they kind of just like don't hit you quite as high, which I think makes a little more sense for a short like that. But these go up like super high, and they're like so tiny here. I don't know, it just makes me feel like I'm wearing like super granny panties because there's just so much more height here than here. Anyways, I mean, this is the Nubri fabric. It's super soft, lightweight, and brush. I'm gonna say that these are like a light to medium compression. No front seam, I'm not getting any issues. Again, high rise, no bands or anything. There is a little seam at the side here, and you can really kind of see. So the front seam here is a little bit snug, a little bit thick, but it gets like this extra like thick layer on the back. I feel like that's to try to keep it from riding up and exposing the glutes. I don't think my glutes in like the anatomic region are really spilling out, but I do kind of get a little like double butt here on me. I don't really know what to call it. And this length of short just exposes all of that. And personally, this is still kind of part of my butt. So I like the shorts to be a little bit longer, you know? Definitely more flattering than the Demi shorts. They have the curved glute seams and just kind of look more like a regular pair of shorts in the back. So these shorts kind of feel like if the Legacy shorts became a 2.5 inch inseam. Okay, and let's test the rolling. I still get rolling. I will say it's definitely less rolling than a 4-inch short, because a 4-inch short, there's just more inseam to roll up. So if you really hate when things roll up, it's definitely less, but I am still getting a little bit of rolling, just because if you want to be above the thighs, you got to go way up here. And I hesitate to say thick thigh friendly because your whole thigh is going to be out and it has this little seam. So I would say that these are not the most thick thigh friendly. I think that's enough of these shorts. Then there's just classic Legacy shorts. This is an old color. They're only launching 3 new colors, the Mojave Mint and the Candlelight, but these are just the classic 4-inch inseam. Slightly shorter waistband than some of the other shorts, but I think it kind of works for these shorts. It doesn't make it so overwhelmingly high-waisted. Super stretchy. 4-inch inseam again does roll on me. I will wear these. I don't really think I'll wear the 2.5 inch, but I am happier with the coverage of the 4-inch. At least I know my glutes are going to be covered. Got the little tri seams in the back. So the 6-inch Legacy shorts, they're ever so slightly higher in the waistband section than the 4-inch Legacy shorts. So literally just half an inch higher rise, really nothing significant. No front seam. We have the classic Legacy detail in the back. And I think these are actually better than the old Legacy bike shorts. So they launched Legacy bike shorts a couple times. I really loved them, but the seams at the bottom were kind of tapered on the Legacy bike shorts. But the new Legacy 6-inch shorts, they're almost a more flared leg opening. So they're more thick thigh friendly, but you can kind of lay the leg openings on top of each other and you do get like a solid inch more leg opening on the new 6-inch shorts. So would love to see more of these. Okay guys, the 6-inch Legacy shorts. Super excited about these. We would love to see more than black, but anyways, these are just like a teeny bit higher rise than the Legacy 4-inch shorts, which I just think makes sense. They also have more of a flared thigh opening than the Legacy biker shorts. So already I'm liking these more than the Legacy bike shorts. I'm not getting any cutting into the thighs and still have a good amount of stretch down here. So definitely thick thigh friendly. These are not going to roll up, at least for me. 6-inch shorts, unless they're like super loose at the bottom, they don't really ride up and roll. So these are going to stay put really well. I just think that 6-inch shorts, even on my shorter ladies, I just feel like they look flattering and they just perform really well. Nice high rise, about a medium compression, definitely true to size, but if you're in between, size up. They only come in black, and black can be just like a little more compressive at times. And then just classic medium high on the booty scale. See, just kind of covers up a little bit more of the thighs. You see more of a little like curve situation than those super teeny tiny shorts, and just a more flattering short for me. So I really need to see these. It's not a want, it's a need. I need to see more of these in 2023. We demand more 6-inch shorts. We demand the cute colors. I want the cute colors. I don't just want black. But yeah, definitely a good short. I'm liking these more than the Legacy bikers. Let's talk about sports bras. So the sports bras in this collection, all of them have pretty good coverage. Buffbunny always is really good about making great coverage sports bras for larger busts, but this being a more performance leaning launch, we definitely have some extra good sports bras in the mix. So starting off with the Infinity sports bra. So this one goes with the Infinity leggings, obviously. Very similar shape in the front to the Twilight sports bra, a little bit snug like that too, but we have like this very subtle like sweetheart type detail. Lots of room for the girls though, so definitely big bust friendly. Some little reflective details in the back, and then these little like mesh pockets. I don't really know what you would do with those, but they're there. Unfortunately, the cut pads do enter on the top part of the sports bra. I personally like it on the side so I can like reach my hand in and like fix the cut pads because they can get a little twisted up when you try them on. So I wish it was on the side, but that's just me nitpicking. let's check out the Storm cut pads while we're at it, okay? A little bit thin for the Storm cut pads. They're those kind of like almost meshy cut pads. It's okay, but mine does have like a little crease in it. At least they're matched to the color, but I feel like I like a little bit more structure in my cut pads. Okay, here is the Infinity bra. So it's a performance material, a little bit different from Elysium. I would say that this performance material is a little bit more on the shiny side, but I still do like it. I think, you know, during my workout today, I didn't notice any underboob sweat. So I would say that it's pretty sweat friendly, but I did get a little raindrop onto my pants because, true to the theme, it was raining today. As I say that, the sun is coming out and I can tell the video is getting brighter. So we're gonna turn the exposure down. And the raindrop was definitely very visible. So it's really hard for me to rate sweatproofness for you guys because you can't really like mimic it by just like putting water on the leggings because it's kind of like how much it seeps through, and I don't sweat very much. So anyways, still up in the air about sweatproofness. Anyways, this bra really reminds me a lot in shape of the Twilight bra from the Sugar Rush launch. It also fits kind of similar. This one is maybe a teeny bit less small, but it's still pretty snug. So I would consider a size up in this one. You can just tell the girls are being, you know, squish a little bit. This band right here is a little bit snug. So I don't think everyone needs to size up, but if you are kind of in between or larger bust, I would definitely think about it. Again, long lines, there's no true elastics here. I'm gonna give this a full coverage. We do have the girls kind of pushed up a little bit here, but they are not really like uncovered, and we have good side boob coverage as well. Support is medium to high. And then we go to the back and there's a little reflective detail, some strappiness, and there's these little like mesh overlays here. I guess they're kind of pockets, but like what are you really gonna put in there? So just kind of little mesh details. But yeah, overall nice supportive bra. This whole set together is definitely going to be like a running high impact style set. Candy Wrap sports bra is back. So I just had to get it in this color. Like look how beautiful this candlelight is with the Mojave Mint. This color is so cute. So Candy Wrap, one of my all-time favorite sports bras. I think it might be my favorite Buffbunny sports bra. I upped it to a size medium this time. I'll do a quick side-by-side of the medium versus the small, but the medium is just a lot more comfortable for me. I was getting a lot of pushing up of the girls in the small, and I'm still getting a nice little cleavage peak with the medium, but it's just not as tight. And I just think the medium is a little better. So if you have a larger bust, definitely consider a size up if you haven't already. I love that they have these nice little adjustable straps on this one. It's a very functional but still cute bra. Back straps are also elastic and do a little crisscross, and they have this cute wrap detail. And let's check out the cut pads. Let's check out the cut pads for this because they never put the right cut pads in Candy Wrap. Oh guys, it's getting better. Okay, I was not happy with the quality of the cut pads in the Off the Grid collection, but this seems to be improving. We now have matching colors, which I feel like we weren't getting as many matching colors before, but that's like what makes Buffbunny Buffbunny. Like they always have good quality matching cut pads, and it is still a different shape. I think this is just the shape that they use for the Candy Wrap sports bra, but it's less flimsy than the other ones. Like some of the other ones, like they were all crinkled and like when you do that, it was just flimsy. This is definitely like a firmer shape. So cut pads are improving. Love to see it. Okay, I'm angry at myself. Angry at myself because I should have been getting a medium in this bra the whole time. This feels so much better. I'm still getting like the girls are girlin', you know, they're perked, but I don't feel quite as squeezed. So I'm still getting a nice snug fit around the band. So if you guys have not already tried a size up in the Candy Wrap bra, especially if you have a little bit of a bust, highly recommend it. I just think that this is a much more comfortable but still secure fit for me. You guys know I don't like a loose bra. I like them tight, and I still feel like this is nice and snug. Still a little peak of cleavage. We're going medium to full coverage because we really do have really good side boob coverage. There's no risk of falling out of this one, but you do just get a little peak of cleavage here. Love the adjustable straps. I love the wrap detail. It's just so flattering, and there's no elastics or anything. It just is a little bit thickened at the bottom. It is kind of a long line fit, but it doesn't have a separate like band section like some of the long line bras do. Support is, I'd say medium to high support. I did get a little more snugness here in the small, so I definitely like that this is a little bit loosened up in the medium, and then we just have the strappiness in the back. And I just think this candlelight color just makes you glow. Like, it's so flattering, even on me who can be like a little bit pale. We did obviously self-tan. This is me in the darkest of dark self-tans. Isn't that crazy? I still look pale. Anyways, still super flattering, and I just feel like yellow sports bras go with so many things. Like with this little vapor purple color, so cute, so cute. It would also go well with mist. Like, oh my gosh, yes. Can go with so many. A pink would be so cute. So yeah, loved the size up for me. All right, 2 sports bras I did not get. The Emerge sports bra, so it's going to be that kind of like black on black print, almost suede type material of the Emerge leggings, but it's in the shape of the Alpha sports bra. I hope this is a sign that the Alpha sports bra is coming back, because you guys have been asking for it for like a year and a half. It has not come back in solid colors, I think since like the Newbury collection, so we need to see Alpha sports bras. I love those, but it is coming in a black. It's a very cleavagey sports bra, so not the most large cup size friendly. You're gonna get a lot of cleavage. I still do wear it, but it's definitely not for a day where you're feeling shy in the gym. Super cute crisscross back detail, no elastics, it's a long line, just like a cute sports bra. There's also the Rosa V2 sports bra to go with that gray ombre Rebel legging, so kind of a reflective shimmer material. Elysium. And Rosa bra is just a classic sports bra, like medium to full coverage, medium high support, long line, and just like a good coverage classic sports bra. I would also say that this one is large cup size friendly as well. We have the Storm sports bra to go with the Storm leggings. So this one also has a lot of different textures, got a little bit of shininess up in the front. Actually pretty good coverage up in the front here. They do have these little like pin seams that go there, but it doesn't really like look like nippage or anything. This mesh overlay goes across like the whole sports bra, but it is meant to kind of like overlay the front, give a little peekaboo detail. They say the back is like a phone pocket, but I just kind of imagine my phone like hanging out halfway. Yeah, like besties, this isn't a phone pocket. That phone is falling right out. Don't put your phones back there. I think let's keep the pockets to the leggings and jackets, maybe not the sports bras. It's still like a cute little mesh overlay detail that I like, but I wouldn't really call this a pocket. Little cutout details, little strappiness. I actually really loved this sports bra, so let's try it on. Okay, so here's the Storm sports bra. I actually really like this one. I think it's like a nice little like pop of cleavage, but I actually still feel very covered and supported. So overall for sizing, it's a little bit on the snug side, not enough for me to want to size up in this one, so true to size mostly, but if you are like slightly in between, definitely pick the size up because it is a little bit snug some places. For me, that's just kind of offering maybe a little bit more support. So it is a long line sports bra made of kind of the same fabric compositions as the leggings. So there's some Elysium in there, there's a little bit of a shimmer in there. There's more of the shimmer than the leggings, so just a very subtle amount. It definitely is not giving the same effect as like the Rebel holographic leggings like from Mad Scientist. It's nothing crazy like that, so it's a lot more subtle and I like it more. But we do have a little bit of a mesh overlay, so this is built into the bra. It's not like an additional top piece. Kind of gives a little keyhole effect. Overall coverage is about medium. We actually have really good side boob coverage, but there's quite the peekaboo here. Definitely more peekaboo than like a candy wrap kind of thing, but I'm still actually really supported. I'd say medium to high support. And then we have the back, just a couple little strap details here. This is meant to be like a phone pocket. I don't know who'd be putting their phone in there. I certainly wouldn't. And then there's a little logo here. I think this is definitely my favorite performance set that's launching. It's a little bit unique, fun, and I just think that the sports bra is just a little more exciting than some of the other sports bras. The Wanderlust sports bra I did not get, but it's very similar to the Wanderlust leggings, black Elysium fabric, little reflective wave detail. I think it's super cute, and it's a very similar shape to the Geo sports bra, except a little more tapered in the straps. So it looks like it's going to not really have the gaping issue that the Geo sports bra had. So that looks like a really good full coverage supportive option. It also has a 3-hook closure in the back with a little bra extender too. And then the Monarch sports bra is back. This one has not been changed. I did hear a little peep that the Monarch sports bra may be changing again this year, but not this launch. I still get like a little too much side boob, and there's more full coverage than before, which I know some of you guys kind of liked the like low coverage that it had like when it first launched a while ago. But I always love the Monarch sports bra. The back is just beautiful. It used to be one of my favorites from Buffbunny, but with the side boob issue that I have with it now, it's definitely not a favorite. I lean more towards Candy Wrap, Bloom, and Rosa, but definitely still a cute option, especially if you don't like a racerback sports bra. This one doesn't impinge on the traps or anything, just goes straight up and down, still stays up well for me. About a medium coverage, medium support, and the prints definitely run a little bit smaller, so if you're in between on the prints, I would size up. Okay, that's it for the sports bras. Now we just have 3 little tops, and that wraps up the video. So I did not get these tops, but so first we have the Storm Crop. Comes in 3 colors. I don't believe that's right. The PDF says it's made of a soft fleece, and I don't think that's true. So it's a reversible top. It's a performance material, has thumb holes. It has some ventilation detail under the armpit, under the bust, just to keep things a little airy. It has some cute details, they were saying. I think there's like some zippered pocket somewhere. There's a wrist pocket in there with a little emergency hair tie, which I think is super cute. They included that. It's also UV protective. I really don't understand how all clothing isn't UV protective, but it's UV protective. I think that this would pair well with the Infinity set. Looks kind of like a similar type material, a little bit shinier performance. And again, good for runners because it has that ventilation and the emergency hair tie. There's also the Makeover pullover, which is kind of a rebrand of the Namaste pullover, which launched like 3 years ago. I do have a review on that. I went in waves with the Namaste pullover. I honestly hated it when I first got it. I was like, what the heck is this? Then I went through a period of like, oh, I actually really like this. And then I was back to like not loving it so much. So it's kind of a loungy pullover, has a hood, a very open neckline, so you can kind of pull it over and not mess up your hair or makeup or anything, which I did like that. But it is hard to layer things underneath it because it's such an open neck. Like if your sports bra goes up too high, it looks kind of funny. You can't wear a shirt underneath it. So it just is kind of hard to layer. It was made of this like polyester material, which it's made of again, so not really any stretch to it. And it was kind of like soft, but I had it in black and it attracted lint and pet fur like nothing else. I've never seen something attract so much lint and pet fur. All the lint got so embedded into it that I couldn't even lint roll it off anymore, and that's kind of when I stopped wearing it. So it's good if you like a really open neck. It is soft and cozy, but I wouldn't recommend it if you have pets or if you like to layer things. And then finally there's the Moves tee. So little pump cover for you guys if you're into that. Comes in size small to 3XL, so it's kind of meant to be an oversized fit. It does not come in the usual double XS. Just says Moves across the front. It's 100% cotton, comes in cement, chocolate, and black. I did not get this one, but I'd recommend sizing up like 1 to 2 sizes if you want it to be kind of that like oversized pump cover fit. Usually people who are like size small or medium even go up to like XL for these kind of things just because they like it really baggy oversized, but you know, just size up as you see fit. I haven't really seen anyone wearing this one. Oh my gosh guys, that was so much longer than I thought. I'm gonna have a great time editing this. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's everything for the launch. My top picks would definitely be any of the Cloud collection, probably the joggers, and I kind of like the sports bra bolero vibe. I do kind of like it. It's a little bit different, but for more wearable, like, you know, an airport fit, that's what I always like to call it, I would wear like the joggers and the hoodie. I also really liked the Storm set, and then the classics, if you're new to Buffbunny and you like softer fabrics, Candy Wrap sports bra and Legacy leggings, you can't go wrong. And then again, if you are looking for 6-inch short and you don't mind black, again, if you are shopping the launch, feel free to use code Kathryn, gives you 10% off. I appreciate all of the support from you guys in the past, like, honestly, a couple years. Like, we're starting a new year and I just always feel so grateful for you guys. I love the community we have here. Always happy to answer your questions. Leave them in the comments below, send me a DM. My DMs are pretty unreliable, so I do try to get to them, but I always see the comments. Comment down below what your thoughts are on the launch. I'd love to hear it, what you'd like to see more of. We have some exciting videos coming on the channel as well. Like I mentioned, the fleece-lined leggings. We have a hidden scrunch video coming out soon, so stay tuned for those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!